Hi all, it's time for, I guess, another Ask the Prof video here, and this one is going to be on InsideTracker. Undoubtedly, you've seen a bunch of professionals in the triathlon space as well as the running space, as well as just kind of a lot of people throughout the Instagram community promoting InsideTracker. There's a good reason for that. It is, in my opinion, a very good way to not only improve performance, but also your overall health. I was actually one of the very first people that they worked with. It's been a number of years. I believe it was 2017. I got to get in on the ground floor with them and give it a try then. And the amount of changes that they've made since then, the amount of additions that they've had, has been pretty incredible. It just keeps on getting better and better. Now, that being said, I have been a partner with them, so I do want to make sure I push that out in full disclosure that I am partnered with them. And so while I do think very highly of them, it has been a very good partnership. So if that influences things a little bit, I do feel like I need to disclose that. But they've very quickly established themselves as a leader in this space, and there's a number of reasons because of that. And so I'm just really going to try to cover a few of those here, as well as just address some of the frequent questions that I get about InsideTracker specifically. So as I said, they've quickly developed themselves as a leader in this category, and one of those reasons is they're continually adding new biomarkers. In May, they just added 3 new biomarkers for women's health, estradiol, progesterone, and TSH. And in June, they're adding more, it sounds like, on the men's side as well. They're also continually adding new wearables and things like that. They just integrated with Oura Ring, for example, and allow you to connect to smartwatch to do sleep tracking and activity monitoring and things like that, and have that affect the insights and the recommendations that they give you in the app. They've also recently added a DNA test, or the ability to upload a previous DNA test if you've done that with an external company, and that will again affect the recommendations that they're giving you, and help you see some of the risk factors that may be associated with you as an individual. On that note, the best part about InsideTracker is the personal recommendations that they give you. I've always said that data is only meaningful if you know how to use it, and InsideTracker really does a good job of trying to help explain or show you how to use the data that they're collecting, whether it's from the blood sample that you've had analyzed, or it's from the wearables, or whatever other data that you're willing to or wanting to share with them. I always do the ultimate plan. I add the InnerAge as well, and you're able to go in and select any of the areas that are at risk or needs improvement, and scroll through, and it'll give you links and to peer-reviewed studies that have been done on this topic to either help keep you in the ideal range, or address your ideal range, or maybe suggest reasons that you may fall outside of the ideal range. And that's really important to me. Research has always been a foundation of, that's why I do this whole Ask the Prof thing, is to talk about products that I think are doing things either the right way, or identify products that aren't. And InsideTracker's commitment to making sure that the insights that they're giving you, or the suggestions that they're making, are backed by peer-reviewed studies is very important, and one of the reasons that this has been such a great partnership for me. Another great component is that you can go over and look at your trends over time, and so you can see how the changes that you're making have been working or not working, if you need to do more, or if you think, okay, maybe this one was an outlier, I don't need to address it, and it shows up again as off in the next time you get a blood test. Then it just gives you that visual of, okay, this is trending in the right direction, this is not trending in the right direction, and it can really again help you cater how you use the information that you're getting from this. So obviously one test is good, but the more times that you're testing, I personally try to do it 4 times throughout a year, once every quarter. and really use that to make sure that, for me, I'm doing it more so from a performance standpoint, but you can do the same with health, trying to improve your overall health measures. The InsideTracker can also give you nutrition suggestions as well, and these can either be based on individual biomarkers, or you can go in and select the goals that you have, whether it's to build strength and power, or to lose fat, or to improve your metabolism, and it'll give you research-based suggestions for each goal or for each biomarker as well. Finally, you can use the InnerAge to go in and really look at the data, or look at the biomarkers that are affecting you negatively or positively, and see, okay, so this biomarker is really hurting me. My inflammation numbers are high, so that's making it, my body seem older than it actually is. Or, this biomarker is in a really good spot, and that's actually helping me reduce my overall inner age. And it's just kind of fun to track that over time. I did an InnerAge test immediately after an Ironman, and it was quite shocking to see how much that things were affected, a few days after a race, and then, 6 months later doing it again and seeing how quickly things, went back to normal. And so that's kind of a fun thing to track as well. So in my opinion, the overall benefits of InsideTracker are obviously the relatively quick results after the test, the research that they put behind all the recommendations that they give you based on your results, and help you create a meaningful plan to address any of the areas that need improvement, or maybe that you have a risk factor of. It's also relatively easy to share with somebody else in your health field if you want to share the results with the doctor, or if you have a personal nutritionist or something like that that you want to share the results to. It's very easy to do that as well. Obviously, the test is not the cheapest thing in the world, but I think there's a lot of value that can be done both on the health side and the performance side that make it a worthwhile endeavor. Definitely for me, from an injury management or an injury prevention standpoint, it's something that I have to do on a regular basis. Also, from an overall performance standpoint, just knowing that I'm doing everything right on the nutrition front and trying to, do everything that I can to get to the start line as healthy as possible is extremely important. It gives me confidence that, I'm doing things the right way. Again, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you all checking out this little review. Like I said, this is a partnership, so I do have a link and a discount code below. If you're interested, take a look at that. Really, it's just a way to help you learn more about yourself and learn to perform better, feel better, and hopefully live a healthier life. Until next time.